Welcome to CathyDSlaught's SRC4u Zoom call for July 11th, 2022. We're here on Cathy's website, CathyDSlaght.com, and to access Cathy's SRC4u Zoom call, which is a demonstration of the SRC call, we're going to look for the Zoom banner. If you'd like to be part of the demonstration group, the information's here under Cathy's SRC4u Daily Energy Clearing Group. If you'd like to see her latest post or the Zoom calls, the information is right here under her tweets. We're going to click through. This is going to take us over to the Zoom platform where I'm going to open up the app, and the call will be live, so you may want to lower the volume on your speakers.
Okay, well, we're here at 10:30. Happy Monday to everybody. We got quite a bit of work done over the week, and I want to show you some of the things. For the month of July, our focus is independence, since this was July 4th month, and it's independence from some of the programming that's coming in. You know, the brain operates on brain signals and then alerts the sense organs, etc. In other words, when you see something, you may not really be seeing it as it is. It's all depending on the signals that you get, and those signals can be played with. So when we talked about this, and I sent you this, let me get it here. I sent you a what is it called? Chronic discontent, which is a very widespread situation now, where no matter what people do, they just don't. They're not happy. They're not contented. Very often, they don't even have success with it. They can get married again and again, move again and again, change careers, da-da-da. And so we have a cocktail. I don't know for the group, it may not be a priority. We just did it the other day for the blog post. It's not really it's discontent, chronic discontent. Let's see if we want it today. I doubt that we do. We'll look. Nope. But if you get a chance to look at the blog, I was inspired to write another start of a fractal fairy tale. And this one is about this chronic discontent. Still haven't really promoted the Sprout book, but that'll come with time when it's supposed to be. But this, if you get a chance and if you're curious to look at that, we're going to take some real different twists with this story that we haven't taken before, and it might give you some thoughts. But anyway, along with what was interesting, along with the mind control theme, we also have tremendous stress from heavy metal. So we're going to be talking about that as well. I want to share with you, and I think this group knows this kind of thing already, but I want to share this work with you. That glutathione, among other things, is very beneficial in clearing environmental toxins. And I don't think this group is going to need this cocktail. We do have one now. Let's just see. Well, actually, we'll take it. So let's look at it. And I'll show you a couple more things as we go, but let's just go in here. Let's go ahead and break it down. See if there's any information for us. Well, this would be the other focus for the month, along with this, having our own thoughts and not so much manipulated by other signals, would be to clear this kind of stress. Let's just So here's what we've got in reference to the group, viral infection and infertility. And I'll show you some of the things the glutathione can work with in addition to that. Again, it seems we're taking it up to the 102. And let's just leave it at that. And then infertility. This can mean many things, not just childbirth. We might have some infertility of our thoughts. That's just what we need to do. But we do have a couple of people in the group that are trying to conceive, so it could also be that. And then let's, just in case our polarity is a little off, and there's the literal code for that. Let's just see, is that a priority? We're receiving it already. You know, this would be the third hit. Okay, we'll take it. But to me, anyway, that usually indicates our polarity may have been just a little off. You want to check each end. Okay, we've got a little stretch there. I don't know if I pulled up the tools yet. And we can just see we want this in the sustenance balancer. That's not the answer. Okay, so we'll take it in the shin. And let me share something with you. In fact, let's look and see if we want to charge as well. A friend of mine called over the weekend, and she had quite an experience with the charger. And she had a client, she's got the SRC, and she had a client who lost over $300,000 in the crypto market. In other words, it was in her wallet, and it's just gone. And this happened several months ago. And I saw one other person, a good friend of mine, lost her $3,500 in her wallet too. It just somehow there's some hacking that is actually able to come in and get that money. So what my friend did last week over the weekend, maybe Friday, is she just began to charge over and over and over with our little 5-minute charger that her person found her money, that it came back. And she got a call. I guess it would have been Friday, because she got a call at 3 in the morning on Friday. This woman's out west, so she's got different time zone. The woman's money appeared again in her wallet. Now, do we know that the charger did this? We don't. It's just,
wow.
Isn't that amazing? So what I've been doing, just to give you an example here, and again, we need some word from Kevin on whether this is perhaps a good thing to do, but what I've been doing, when I've got someone with a challenge, whether it doesn't have to be that kind of challenge, it can be anything, I just put charge over and over. Okay, and look at that. We as a group will take that. So I'm just going to go on. Kevin, you have any words of wisdom on that? Is it too much?
No objection. No, you can overwrite a charge anytime.
Okay. So let's just do it, and let's not even test for time. Let's just do 5 minutes. And during the day, I will keep doing this, as it inspires me to do so. I did do some test subjects once I learned it, I did with the tinnitus. And what else did I do? I can't remember. Oh, shingles, those two. And I'll have more feedback once I talk to these people. But also, I am still working with the photographs and the scalar energy. And Kevin, when you are up to it, I need your help. I'm having trouble loading the pictures.
Okay.
I've loaded other pictures, but it's these actual photographs. So when you're up to it. But anyway, that's something I think pretty exciting, that we can actually use our charger this way. And I know we've all heard of miracles with the charger. So anyway, I just want to point out, and this is in what's going out, the different things that glutathione is related to. There's quite a list, and that's in our cocktail. And then I started doing just a little research. Again, if you go in, and this may not be as effective for a group as an individual, but if you're working on yourself, you just might want to go in and just say, purchase and take glutathione. When I did that for myself, it was like in the 90s. So what you can do then, because we have wasted so much money, I don't know about everybody else, but I have, on supplements. So you could go to Amazon, or you could go to any site and pull up a few supplements and just test them. This one right here, I had like 94% benefit of taking this one right here. Here's a few others that came up that looked interesting. And then I'm going to go to the health food store after the Zoom and see if they have it. If they don't, I'll order it from Amazon. But here's a few others. And then in reference to heavy metal, here's an interesting elixir that I know resonated high for me. It's a bunch of drops. And then also something called HFI, which I haven't really talked about. But if you have any questions on that, let me know. That is also a heavy chelator of heavy metal, or said to be. So anyway, some thoughts on glutathione and maybe what we need to do. It doesn't look like it's enough to just be sending the codes for it. We need the real deal. So, and then Ron sent another wonderful Court of Atonement. And then a couple other things to think about. I'm thinking for this month, since we're doing independence, 866 hertz is the change frequency, clearing anything that's blocking our manifestation and promoting positive change. And this actually registers as being a part of our full startup scan. So let's just go in here right now. And just for now, let's just douse it in since we're already charging. But a 5-minute charge of this does resonate to be done in our startup. Okay, let's just put that in there for now. See what we've got down here. We've got quite a few today, so again, let's see. Now this is another thing. I feel like you're getting a lot of lists here, but I've got this QiGong scan to see which therapy we actually want to do with our QiGong. Let's see if this 866 would be beneficial received through our QiGong. No, let's look at the acupuncture and dispenser. Okay, we can do it that way.
Cathy, question.
Yeah.
When you check those things out, what to use, what have you, what do you write up on in there? What do you write into that?
What do I do? What?
When you use to check out something, like for example, you said you want to find out which one you should use, the QiGong or the.
Oh, okay, yeah. I just look for, and this is just me. You do it the way you want to do it. I just look for a 70 or higher in benefit.
Oh, okay.
That's all I do. It's you know, and that's what I'm inspired to do. You'll have your own things. Follow your intuition, and it'll come to you. And especially the more you do this, to me, we're clearing out cobwebs. And so we have all this information surrounding us, and it doesn't always get to us in a timely manner. But the more stress you clear, the more of this subtle information, because this is our energy fields, this is not our body, the more of it we send, the clearer things seem to get. And when you get a little hit, follow it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It's just like the crystal stuff. My hero in my new tale is named Crystal, which I know sounds kind of strange for a male figure, but it's because we are crystals. So let's see what comes of that. But here's a few oils. Again, we're just receiving the energy, but if this comes up, you can always grab an oil if you have it. And then the flower essences always give a little clue. So we're wanting to restore the balance of the immune system during stress. We're wanting to balance our circadian rhythm. We want to break with the past and repetitive behavior patterns. That's a job. We want deeper peace, transformation, and healing. And again, you're getting information here. They say when the brain gets that information, 80% of the job is done. We're a little bit perhaps too intense, too excited about things. Let's see what else we've got. Well, look at that. Emotions of female pregnancy. And you know what the word pregnancy means? It means full of promise. So that gives you some thought right there. Nervousness, anxiety, fear. We want a little fun. We're not having enough fun, maybe. Hidden fears. Look at all these that we're asking today. Got a few blocked energies in the lower chakras. That often is related to prosperity and financial, which that's going to be our focus at this point for August. But oversensitivity, that might even be the people most influenced by some of these signals coming at us through all of our electrical gadgets. It might be the ones that are most sensitive. We want the abundance consciousness and balanced weight loss. So that gives us something. I'll make sure I add it. Yeah, there's our 866 hertz. And then the other thing is this is a tremendous switch word. And it's the word together. And they say it's the master switch word. It brings
yeah, definitely.
And because it aligns the subconscious and conscious. So just things to think about. And then again, this didn't go out. I'm looking also, and I've just got to pull it up in the email. We had this information on the Reiki. I don't think I need to include that because it's in your own work. Well, I'm looking for our prayer. Kevin sent us that prayer, which needs to come out, but I just need to pull up the author and put that in. But going forward, let's just clear this. We also today we came up with stress related to the kidney meridians, and you just check in here. You don't always have to do it, but I checked with the Dowser, did we want a kidney meridian scan? And we did. A lot of times this will take care of it. But here's what came up for our kidney meridian scan. We're going to add all of it, but self-loathing, and that could be the source of most psychic attack, our own selves doing it instead of outside forces. Inadequacy, broken will, arrogance, actually the iliacus, which I'm not sure what that is, I think related to the intestines, planning, deep exhaustion, shame, and then tooth 8 and tooth 26. So again, this is all subtle energy. Let's be as proactive as possible. Again. So I'm starting to see, it's interesting. They say, again, this surrounding field of information, you get a hit and you follow it. Have you all seen that several writers and other energy workers are now coming out and talking about the emotions in the meridians? Have you noticed that?
No, that's interesting.
Yeah, it really is. I got a couple of calls about it. I didn't see it myself, but
If so, that's a muscle in the hip.
Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. So that's ILLACUS. Yeah, and so I looked it up at the time, but it escapes me now. The other thing this weekend, part of one of our priorities for the startup scan, when you have a whole fresh scan and you check in to see your direction, we had a list of conditions, but it was a real mess, and it didn't have any codes or anything. So I redid that, and let's just see if we want a condition scan. If not, I'm just going to send it to you. Well, let's do it. This is it. Where'd you go? I thought it was in here. Oh, it's not conditions. It's major area of concerns. Major areas of concern. And I'm going to tell you, this is a list. And this came from Dr. Kersey, but it just had some names in it. It wasn't alphabetical, etc. And so it is now. Let's just see what we say today. Okay, so I do see a lot of pancreas stress in the group. Let me make this bigger and go down to number 14. So this is what we've got. And again, this is all subtle, but pancreas, pharynx, a lot of intestinal things come up too. You can see this and read it for yourself. Some of it had codes, some of it didn't. Let's just go ahead and add that. And then I'll get in here and do some of these others today. Well, let's just quickly do the pathogen panel. Now we're seeing bacterial and viral. We're seeing a little deficiency. And there's the heavy metals. So the heavy metal really, along with perhaps easing a little stress of all these gadgets. You know, I'm thrilled with every gadget I have. I want to keep them, but I don't want any signals coming my way that throw me off. And we're taking 10 minutes. And we're right at, with 3 minutes. All right, let's see what else we got here. I'll have to do the QiGong scan later, and I'll send you all that list. I'll attach it. We've got the acupuncture. And why don't we just put pancreas in that since we have that information. And this is the connection right here. 9 hours. And then let's quickly do the Reiki. Why don't we, let's do all components of aura for the Reiki and see what happens. This is the Zonar, so I'll include in the email for those that aren't working with Pro Tools our message with that one, 45 minutes. And then for that 2 minutes, anything to add? Anybody have any information for us?
This concludes the SRC4u Zoom call. Thank you for participating. We look forward to seeing you again. Till then, take care and be well. YouTube disclaimer, this is for entertainment and educational purposes only.